which is weird. It's Wednesday, June 12th, and this is Drive Check, a Cards by Vanguard podcast, brought to you by the generosity of our patrons, including Nick Gidillini, Mew Will, Alex Cajka, Alan Camacho, and Wesley Welch. So, I know all of you guys, because you're all from my locals. So we have JoJo here.
Hi.
And then we have Jalen.
Yo, what's up?
And we have Jordan.
Yo.
And we have me, Cole. And I'm the only person who didn't get the memo that my name's supposed to start with a J, apparently.
Yes. Nope.
So Jalen and Jordan, you guys are brothers.
Mm-hmm. Twins, in fact.
Really?
Yeah.
I kind of thought so, but you didn't look like enough, so I wasn't sure.
We sort of separated.
Did your own thing.
Yeah. We are different.
Yeah. So, let's start with Jordan. When did you start playing Vanguard?
So, it's been weird since I started playing since the beginning of Vanguard. All the way back when 2013, whatever that said.
Yeah.
Played all the way up to set 9, and then we stopped, and then like not too long ago, like 4 months ago, we started playing again.
Has it been 4 months?
With 3.
So,
March.
why'd you come back?
We always like Vanguard was one of our favorite card games. But we played too many card games. We played literally everything. Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh.
I understand very well.
Yes.
Very well.
Literally every single card game. Then we were like, we stopped everything together.
Mm-hmm.
We were going to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh because one of our friends was like, we're talking about it. We're like, okay, why not? You know, and then we're like, we went to a card shop. And we've been talking about Vanguard for like 2 years. Just kept talking about it. Like, you remember Vanguard? You remember that? I forget that game was so fun.
Right.
And then, so we went to a car shop, No Limit, in fact, and we were like, "What is that?" It's like, "Oh, that's a new starter deck." We're like, OTT and Origami, one of our favorite clans. Why not just go ahead and just jump back into it? It's like, oh, and by the way, this is stuff for 75% off. And
that's because they were selling all their trying to get out of Vanguard, right? Yeah, that was a No Limit Gaming, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so you're like, okay, so we got like 12 boxes for $100. Yeah, but it was token Rambo. So, but it's still nice. I still it was good for me because I opened up like 4 SPs.
Okay, well then no, you're fine.
You got all those.
And then then they have Revival Collection, so they pretty much have premium stuff. And ever since then, we went to the Illuminati card shop, and then the rest is history. Right.
Nice. All right, JoJo, when did you start?
So I dabbled with it a little bit during the G era.
Mm-hmm.
When it came out while I was graduating high school, which for those of you who don't know is around 2012, 13. I was aware of the anime, but I was deep into Yu-Gi-Oh! So I was like, oh, this looks like fun, but Yu-Gi-Oh's kind of got my soul right now, so I'll stick with this.
Yeah.
Deep.
Luckily, I was cheap with Yu-Gi-Oh! But like when one of my friends tried to teach me during G era, it was way past like when everything came out. Like this was past Limit Break, past Legion.
Yep.
I think strides were introduced, and I'm just like, how do I do anything? And it doesn't help that he gave me Oracle Think Tank, Battle Sisters, which they were cute, but he's like, well, they have this keyword, and you need to do this, and then you stride onto this. I'm like, I need you to speak English to me.
Simplicity.
Yeah. So he tried teaching me, got a little bit of the hang of it, took me to the Illuminati, absolutely hated it because at the time the Vanguard community there wasn't the greatest. So, like, new player trying to keep up with other players.
Uh-huh.
It's like, I don't know what I'm doing. I just want to try and win.
Mm-hmm.
I hated Sabri's because every time I got to grade 2, they were like, oh, just automatic stride. Well, you know what? Forget you. I'm going to rush you with grade 1s and 0s. They're like, he's just like staying at grade 1 and 0. He's just trying to rush me down. It's like, yeah, because I don't want you to Sabri's.
Yeah.
But my ranting and raving aside, I told him I'm not playing anymore. But that was until the reboot happened.
Mm-hmm.
Got me a Royal Paladin trial deck.
Yeah.
I didn't really put much time into it because he tried to teach me Kagero. And I'm like, this is okay, but I have my own deck. And ever since then, I've fallen in love with Royal Paladin. Shadow Paladins are my favorite. Gold Paladin's too high rolly for me, but I still love it. But my favorite is Great Nature.
Is it Hamsky?
Heck yeah, ham for life. Just make circles everywhere.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
let's never talk about blasters ever again, though.
Wait, the MOB? Or are we talking...
We don't talk about Messianic Lord Blaster. That deck is terrible. I want Gantz a lot.
You're hitting it, but I don't know. Like, Wilson was kicking butt with the last week or Monday.
He was also hitting the Hamskay ride chain every time we played in private. Yeah, Jojo, this deck's good. Yeah, because you're hitting MLB every time. Just like before you start playing, you said it was trash. Girl, get out of here with that talk.
Oh, okay. So even though Jordan and Jalen, I got those mixed up. Yeah. You guys have been in the Cincinnati area for forever?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much forever. We moved in the house, what?
22,
14?
06.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, we've been here.
Yeah,
we've been here for a while.
So I've only been here for a year, but you guys have been here so long. I only realized that you guys were local when I played against Jalen at ARG over the weekend in Indy.
Yeah.
So
I don't even know how that connects.
It's a small world.
yeah, because I wasn't able to make it out to Illuminati often enough. I never actually got to meet you guys. So actually meeting and playing and trading with you guys over ARG and Indy, that was a ton of fun.
Yep, that was really good.
It was fun.
Man,
It was fun.
I
I'm gonna hold on for that.
Yeah, unfortunately, some shady stuff happened, which we won't necessarily talk about. We'll just throw a blanket statement. Double check your record in between every round. Make sure that you have won the games you've won and lost the games you've lost.
But what if them not keeping up with the records is what helped you bubble up?
Well, that's what happened to me. Literally, that's
So,
what happened.
I mean, make sure that you win the games that you've won. Let's just put it that way. Those are correct, but because that didn't just happen to one of you guys; it happened to someone else as well.
They went 5-1 and I think they came in 16th place. They said, I think.
It still doesn't.
Yeah.
It still baffles me how even him going. I mean, I guess it was a lot of 4-2s.
Yeah,
And me going 3-3
And then making top 8.
and still making top 8. It's just so mind-boggling. And the guy who actually went 5-1 or 4-2 in ARG didn't make top 8. It's just still it's still bonkers.
yeah. I don't know how that they did specify before they cut to top 8 to double check and make sure your record's the same, but not one place did they have your record posted. Like at Monster, in between the rounds, they've got your point totals.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I don't know how you're supposed to keep track of that if they aren't like keeping track. Okay, so you've got 4 wins and 1 loss going into round 6 or whatever. So
you have 12 points or 12 points going into it.
yeah, so if you were keeping track, you're making sure that both parties are accountable. So that isn't a thing. But so Joji, you didn't go to you were going to go, right?
I was going to go, but unfortunately, I'm like poor as heck, and I was gonna maybe bum with some friends, but I didn't feel like listening to one of them like chew me a new one because it's like you have no money, so it's like, I'll just sit this one out.
When we went, we drove up there and we did bum off of William, TJ, and Johnny and Jared.
Not intentionally.
Not intentionally. They offered us, hey, you crash. So like we ended up not having to drive back and forth or sleep in the car or whatever.
Yeah, but like.
But and Saturday they gave away free tickets.
But yeah, but I know.
That was the thing. Oh my gosh.
I would have wanted to go to PopCon. It's been ages since I've been to a convention.
It was really nice.
It was free.
They went to a tournament. They were like, "Hey guys, guess what?
And
Free
then
tickets."
there was a workaround where you can get for $20 extend that pass for the next day as well. I definitely did, and I spent some money. Not as much as I could have, because I missed one booth that was selling like all of the Gundams. I totally missed it.
How'd you miss that one?
Yeah, that
It was so
entrance.
cool. It was, and they were really good prices too.
I saw it as they were packing up, and there was like less than an hour left on the last day. So like, I could do it, but I don't have any money, nor do I want to carry this because I parked at the zoo.
Whoa!
Because you do that because it's only $8 parking. It's not that far to walk.
On a Sunday?
On both Saturday and Sunday.
There's free parking on Sundays.
Sundays.
On parking, yeah.
Dang it! Because that's what we did when we went to Gen Con. Because all the parking's taken up.
Yes.
So it's not a far walk to park at the zoo. Pay your $8 for the day. Park as far away from the entrance as possible.
And they got the scooters too. Because we were in downtown, Indy, so they got the scooters.
Last year they didn't have it, so those are very new. So that's tempting. Although I imagine it might be difficult with all your bags and you're driving a scooter.
Oh yeah, but
It's
just
very
suitcase.
fun. It's very fun.
Just go in like this.
Oh my god.
You bring like a rolling book bag, so you just with one and then you're rolling behind. I got like a trailer.
If you hit a rock, it's over. Good luck.
So
I
I was walking back to the zoo parking lot, right? And someone had parked like 7 of those little scooters against the sidewalk, and I was walking back to the car and I nudged one and they all just came down.
Oh my god.
And I just had like this moment of, do I be a good human being or do I just do my own thing? And I started to walk away and I couldn't do it. So I walked back and I started to set everything up. And then it started to pour. I was like, this is what I get.
So, for those of you who don't know, Cole is our local bad luck charm.
It's awful.
Is that what happened? That's why the thing happened.
For you audience members that know Crow from Ruby, that's his semblance.
Oh my god.
It was not great. But
It was on and off that day. Yeah. That rain. Oh my god. That drive back.
I was doing good until we got to that point, and then just. But I think I had, I guess the best big tournament experience that I've ever had. So for Saturday, it was premium first, which I didn't understand. It was premium Saturday, and Sunday was standard, which in my mind
It should have
swapped
flopped.
those.
There was 52 people in standard and like 25 people in premium.
Yeah,
And there was a bigger cash pool in premium.
which thank God there's so little people in premium because me running Mike the Shipwright, I had a bye, which was my first win. And then my opponent never showed up, so I got a second win. And so I ended the day 2-3, and so many people dropped that I was able to get number 16. So I have a top 16 place, meaning I got invited to ARG Nationals at the end of the month in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Which I am pretty sure I'm going to.
We gotta talk about that.
Okay.
About like how we're going. Like TJ never. I told him to make a group chat. He said okay, and he never did it. So I guess I'm just gonna do it.
I mean, he filled me in on like how we're getting down there, and apparently we're gonna just clown in your car.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, but You saw my car, right?
Yeah. He was like, it's going to be a tight squeeze. Now, when you say tight...
How tight are we talking?
I gotta have... Because I broke my ankle back in 14. And so I need some room. So my foot... it can't be like this. It has to be like this. So whoever sits behind me they're going to have a tough time.
Nah, girl, I got long legs. Put me in the trunk if you have to. Just pull me out if you need a driver, but other than that, you leave me in there.
William and TJ are probably going to fight for whoever sits in the front.
Obviously.
And then there's Derek.
And then there's Derek. I'm not going.
So,
Yeah, he didn't get that. See, that's the biggest thing, too. Because even my 3-3 record, everyone else went like 2-3.
But there was like all
and so
like,
like
from
so like
eight
the
to like
16th place was like they have like what a 57% record. He went 18th place. It was like 47.2. I would have went 50%. I would have got 16th. I would have been the cutoff. So we would have both had the invite.
wow.
I mean,
Because his opponent didn't show up.
I think I'm over.
So if they actually, I think if they did the record right, because I lost to him round 4.
Yeah, that's the reason why.
Round 4 or round 5? Was it round 4 or 5?
Jalen Jordan Covington.
Was it round 4 or 5?
It was round 5.
So
I got to buy.
I lost to him round 5, so I'm 2-2 or 3-2.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
it was 6-1.
His opponent didn't show up. That would have been my opponent. I would have went 4-2 and would have made top 16. At least.
But the round before that was.
And then he would have made top 8.
draw.
Grand Blue versus
I
Cajka.
dropped it. Man, I'm so bad. That waterfall, man. I needed that waterfall at that time.
Oh man, because you swung in for like 3 massive attacks, right? And I just had 3 perfect guards ready to go in order to go into time, or to end the last run in time, and we would have the same amount of damage. But then you drove check your waterfall.
Yeah.
So if you would have been on waterfall, you would have had that game.
That Skull Dragon, but I didn't have a PG for that Skull Dragon. I was just like, oh. That's why I don't like Sudden Death.
Yep.
The outcome could be totally different.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't do sudden death. Anyway, well, I guess because Angel Feather could have just healed. But
We don't talk about Angel Feather. They're thin.
I don't even think there was an Angel Feather. I know there was a lot of.
No, there was one.
There was
Angel
at least
Feather.
one.
Yeah,
I knew the one.
Feather. I remember I seeing one Angel Feather, one Neurocomi, one Shadows, a DP.
Yeah,
Really? There was a
dude.
DP?
I fell in love with that dude. I was like, my guy. During the tournament, I saw Dayusha. I was like, dude, I love you, man. He looked at me like.
There was a Novell deck, which
Oh
heard.
yeah.
surprised
Oh
me.
dude, that was
I heard
funny.
of that.
And then
It
the
was so
Highlander
funny.
deck, who actually made it to top 8.
Yeah, he made it top 8.
An OTT deck.
He was just popping off. Like,
I think there were 2 OTTs.
There was 2.
I
OTTs.
played against one, and one was in the top.
Oh,
Yeah,
So they're
one
very
England.
different.
No one England. I lost to him. 0-2.
even though there was
He
52
crunched
people.
me. He was about to. He was about to scoop. That was the funny thing. I said, no, keep playing. And then he just outplayed me both
Hey,
games.
you were playing Bermuda, right?
Like the other 80%.
Like, I don't like. I really wanted to play Novas. I really did.
Oh yeah.
But I was like,
There was
I
no
don't-
Nova.
I should have just been. There could have been 2.
It's surprise factor, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You attack when you ride. What is up with that? Great. I think that's what I'm planning on doing for.
I'm either doing Novas or we're gonna play test some Kagro and I'm probably take Kagro, just because it's really good BT matchup.
I love
It's really good BT.
It's so
Either that or play OTT or
Kimura.
Oh, the counterblast
Yeah.
one, retire everything but 3.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
so good. Get that card out of here. You
Yeah.
gotta pick Carl first, then
And then-
Sonata. It depends on how much power you want them to lose.
But I like playing aggressive decks.
Mhm.
So
That is an aggressive deck.
So if I can
A
be
force
if,
deck
if,
stacking
if
5
I can
times?
if I can be really aggressive with Kagro, then I'll play Kagro probably for
Yeah.
that.
I think Kagro would be a really solid pick.
Because all the BT.
And
all
who's
the
the
BT.
BT?
So
Which-
yeah.
Speaking of, my buddy Flan ended up winning that whole standard thing with Bermuda, which is weird because I've
Wait,
never.
the guy with the glasses?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
He didn't win a split.
Oh wait,
Everybody who wanted a split,
I
but
thought,
him.
I thought Flan was okay. He has kind of like a little bit of a stutter sometimes, and he was wearing the Zero Aura and Pikachu Tracer shirt.
I think he was in first place when Top 8 started, right? Because if you,
I don't think he was in first place.
No, I think you're talking about a different dude.
oh
yeah, because I know the dude you're talking about.
yeah, he didn't want to split.
He did not want to split.
Everybody, literally, top 16 wanted to split. But he was just so focused on it. And I was
Yeah.
like, I mean, our match, because I had to fight him because I was 8th and he was 1st. I don't like the ARG ruling. Where whoever has the highest seed goes first. Or get to choose who goes first.
Yeah, I don't.
Wait, what?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was crazy.
And so we're both playing BT.
Whoever goes first.
I mean,
B2 versus B2, whoever goes first. Wins.
So it was like I'm already at a disadvantage.
They don't retire anything. So.
Yeah, no, it's ridiculous. Yeah. Leave it up to randomness.
Yes.
Like,
if we did Dutch roll and I won, I mean,
Even
I
if
had
you
a potential
lost.
chance to keep going.
even if you lost, you would still feel better because it was random.
Yeah, it was
wasn't
random.
up to you.
Yeah. It wasn't like, but like, that was for the first game. Every other game is dice roll, but the first 4 games,
Yeah.
or first set of games, whatever you want to call it, was higher seed gets to go first if they want to. Or not.
I'm kind of glad I sat that one out.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to play top 8, to be honest. I was ready to go.
Luckily, I already had my invite earlier because I went to one of their shops and got it. And as funny as it was my first actual ARG tournament. I forgot to pay in.
Oh yeah,
I forgot to pay in. So I was like, I'm supposed to be playing. I have money. I didn't hear when you guys wanted us to pay. Can you add me, please? So I started off with a buy, and I guess because of the buy,
Yes.
I got paired up with the worst players. So I just started steamrolling after my buy. It's like, he went undefeated in Swiss. It's like, oh, I'm the best of the worst. This shouldn't have happened.
It was so funny because everyone was ready to go. We had exactly 30 people that day.
Yeah.
Like the exact amount.
I messed up the order.
So then they were like, okay, I guess everyone stayed the same. We're just gonna add his name in. That's free buy. And it was like, wow. And then I left, and he was like, oh, JoJo's in top 8. I was like, that's so funny. But oh man, I went Pale Moon that day. I went Pale Moon that day. I was really feeling myself. If it wasn't Swiss, if it wasn't best out of 1, I could have potentially
best of 1.
Yeah.
Best of 1.
Ooh, yeah, no, that's not a best of 1 deck.
My first match was Angel Feather. Vega went first. I won my next game. I think it was Green Danger. I won, and then I won. I lost Shadows.
Yeah.
And then run against Royals. Like it was just.
Yeah.
It was like, oh man, if it wasn't best of 1, I probably could have done something.
You probably could. Yeah.
With Pale Moon.
With Pale Moon. Oh man. Oh.
Innocent soul.
But so what are you thinking about the future of the ARG events? I know Dylan's opinions on it.
It's very.
Well, I should say
it
with,
shouldn't be said.
I should say with standard, because especially since I wish Vanguard had more events. If they had more events, people like ARG who. We got treated like melee players at Evo. Like when they were starting packing up all the stuff, I won, and the tournament didn't end to 5.
Yeah.
So we couldn't even spend our store credit, stuff like that. But so, what are your thoughts on ARG?
That was the first ARG event that I've been to, and I definitely think it could be run a little bit cleaner. Like we didn't have a head judge lined up for premium. One of the competitors was like, okay, I'll step up and I'll do
I
it.
heard about that.
Yeah. So that right there was kind of like a red flag that they didn't have enough. Granted, there were only 25 or so players, which still was apparent. That was a lot for premium, which says something else as well. But I don't know, ARG is not. I'm not a huge fan of them. Particularly because I gotta pay to get in, and I understand because you're getting a mat and you're also in an actual prize pool instead of a Bush Road tournament where you don't get any prize money at all. You maybe get
you get an invite.
You get an invite if you win.
If you win the whole thing.
Yeah. So I'm not I don't know. ARG, I feel like probably shouldn't do Vanguard, but Vanguard should have its own thing. It shouldn't be lumped in with all the other games.
Yeah, that's true because
ARG is known for Yu-Gi-Oh! And now Dragon Ball Z.
Dragon Ball Super, man,
Yeah.
that was half of that convention.
Exactly.
which was solid. And,
Only saw one Vanguard.
it was really solid.
Oh,
Like for that portion of the tournament, they ran that really well.
So well.
They ran it like super well. Like I was actually like, I was excited on Saturday because I was getting ready for Sunday, and I was like, okay, they're running it nice. They're running it really clean, smooth, good. I'm super excited for tomorrow. And then tomorrow came. Man.
It was the dredges of that tournament system, I guess, was the Vanguard. And they were trying to focus more on the Argent Saga.
That's what happened too. I was going to say that too because what ended up happening, because I wanted to play Argent Saga. Like that game, I when I demoed it on Saturday, I had so much fun. Losing, winning, losing, and some wins. But
take that L.
When I beat William, it was the best because it was like William was like, oh, and I'm like, take this damage. You can't stop this quickness. And he's like, I lost. I was like, yeah, you can't read me. But
I can read you.
It was winning against William, which is just shutting him down, which is awesome. But the game itself, I'm excited for. The Kickstarter started off today, and I'm on pledge. But I was talking to the Jim and the other guys. I think Jeff too. They were just like, yeah, there's Vanguard over there. You have a puny prize pool, but after this tournament, we're gonna have like a $10,000 tournament in Gen Con. There's 5 tournaments going on this week actually, started today. And we're just gonna push this game, so we don't really care about the other game, which is okay. But for marketing purposes, you want more people to play your game.
Yeah.
You don't want people to stop your main game just in case they don't like the game. And I was so upset. I was like, man, I really wanted to play Argent Saga. Yeah, it's $20 to get a random intro deck.
That was the thing. I was like, can I pick my deck?
No, I understand that because everyone would just pick the best one of that.
Yeah,
so
everyone won't play it. Everyone will be playing blue or black.
Yeah.
Mostly
so
blue.
That I kind of understand. I just absolutely hate random starter decks. Like that whole idea is so stupid. I want to play the stupid looking cards because I like them. I don't want to play whatever you think randomness wants me to play. But
like, I just gave out 3 blue. I'm gonna give you a white.
Yeah.
And white's the worst one.
Yeah. Like, well, I have too many of this, so you can play this one for this weekend. Or you could spend, what is it?
$80.
$80 for
but you
all
get to
of
play,
5.
man. But it's not stitched, I don't think. And it's not stitched. And, which is a big... Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to stitch playmat yet. I just have all non-stitch.
But... Like I said, the game is phenomenal. I love it. I'm super excited for it. I'm actually going to one of the tournaments tomorrow.
Yeah,
it's in Columbus, and it's like a demo thing. And I mean, if you win, you get a box or 2 or whatever. But
box?
But you get a whole box. No, not. They'll ship it to your house before.
I'm about to say that that's out now. Kickstarter started today.
But I think if you pledge $150, you get all 5.
You get all 5.
Either that or 2 randoms, 1. But you get like you get a bunch of stuff.
You get all 5.
How many how many packs are in the box?
I'm pretty sure they 24.
The rates are actually every box has 2 Argent rares, so it's nice. So like the mythics.
So it's like something like magic.
I think 8 legendary. Like the rates are nice, and there's like 8, and there's 4s of every common.
So I wanted to
so there's that hunt now.
That's
when I played it, I was like, okay, this game is very magic, but also Force of Will.
It's magic done right.
Before Vanguard, that's what we played, Force of Will, and I love hands down Force of Will. I say to everybody, has the best artwork of any card game I have ever played, touched, seen.
It does have some nice stuff.
And the mechanics were nice. It's just the fact that they killed it on game with 1 boost box, and then they got rid of J Rulers.
Really? What?
They got rid of their rulers.
Oh.
And I was like...
That's the whole... That is the game right there.
Exactly.
Just imagine, or just talk about the champion.
Yeah.
Experience.
It's just the spirit.
You're just playing Magic at that point.
Oh.
But you always getting land.
But I know you weren't there, JoJo. But like, what are your thoughts on ARGs? Like, you're hearing us rant about it, but
well, I've actually done 2 ARGs since I started the reboot generation of Vanguard. Mm-hmm. Me, Johnny, and TJ went up to Atlanta, and like that was fun. My poor gay self went up there because they were like, "You get $400 in like prize cash." I'm like, money? Trading card games?
Question.
I got knocked out though, but I didn't do too bad. My first ARG, and still being kind new at the game, like I almost got into top 16. I was top 17.
How many people were for that one?
There were about like maybe 30, maybe like 35 of us. They were anticipating 50, but like not everybody showed up, and we were just like, okay, we still have a decent turnout.
Yeah.
Luckily, I didn't get top 8 because, come to find out, it was store credit, and I'm just like,
that's right.
Yeah.
That's what the ARG and man, store credit is so lame.
It is.
It is
I'm
so
telling
lame.
you guys now, like, if we go up there and
It's cash.
it better be
It's
cash.
cash.
They said that. They said that the last time. They're like,
Oh, that's
everybody gets store credit. It's like, okay, Oprah, I want my money back.
Like, there's not an excuse for store credit, especially it's ARG. It's up north in Ohio. They make tons of money, a crap load, and we still get store credit. There's no excuse. Like, especially for like a smaller tournament. Like, the first place gets $400. I mean, it's easy for them to do, especially at a PopCon. Especially since everyone paid $20. And it's 50. They made so much money alone this weekend alone, and we get $50 top 8.
Like ARG never really.
That's a lot of sleeves.
That's a lot of sleeves. I was looking at accessories.
Yeah.
Like, how many can I get?
Yeah, they already packed it up.
Like ARG never really felt that bad to me, but then again, like
the more you think, but the more you read people's experience, and
the more I read their experience, it feels a bit different. But like the whole reason I got into the competitive circuit is because like I rewatched the first season of Vanguard, and I thought it was really cool how like a bunch of friends like doing what they did, and they just traveled to different places, competing in tournaments. That's kind of what I want to do, but like how I build my decks and how actual people who want me to play competitively wants me to build my deck.
Take the mirror out.
No, get you Cole.
No, I'm all for it. I play the skeleton.
I swear to God, so many people give me crap about that poor owl. They're like, why are you running that bad card? It's not bad to me. It's a 12k boost behind a Vanguard. Yeah, but 13 would be a better number. Well, it's not your deck. Same thing with the Corgi. Why are you playing pitch a card, drop a card? It's like, I cycle through my deck faster. Do I really have to explain my reasonings?
I like it. It's mine. I play what I want.
Right, exactly.
At least I'm not like Jared and I go out of my way to build bad decks and be like, oh, this is top tier.
He does go out of his way to build top decks.
Top tier meme decks.
Meme decks.
Meme decks.
Then he gets
Although
like,
witches though, I don't know how much of a meme that is.
oh my god. Which is a good deck.
Against BT, definitely is a really strong matchup against BT. Like,
I
Decks
just
play.
like once you ride Coco then Zozo and just keep bouncing. All the tech markers like almost all you out.
Tech markers
and just keep swinging at their melody cards. Like, I'm out of resources. You have 1,001 protects. I can only swing once.
Yeah.
Like, a turn.
It gets a lot more grindy though, right? At that point.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's pretty much.
I mean, Tortes. I love Tortes.
It's pretty much. The matchup is, do they run out of hands?
Yeah.
That's the matchup.
Does OTT run out of hands?
It's either OTT run out of hands or you run out of resources.
That depends. Does Bermuda make small numbers?
apparently.
Without melody.
You get the Lethal Lock and a crit trigger. That's 15.
Well, they're on the 4, so this is still a big.
Yeah. But you don't.
You really don't force.
You don't ride too much off.
You don't.
You just want to
So,
get
like,
to.
Once you ride, if you ride,
it's over. It's like Murakumo doesn't really do much.
I feel like it's a deleter deck.
I saw that. You just got
there's literally there's no point of finding a deleter fighting BT because you already have so many resources.
Yeah,
you may delete. Yeah, I say you may delete my Vanguard next turn, but I play Sarah, Soul Blast 1, reveal another Sonata, so you know that if you delete it. I found another Sonata.
Yeah.
Soul Blast a Sonata, and then use Stessa effect to put her back in the deck.
Yeah, you're building resources from that point.
I wish deleters were better. It's a cool mechanic, but
I liked it.
In a format where you're encouraged to re-ride, there's no point.
Mm-hmm.
That and Link Joker is the reason why I stayed away from Vanguard for many years. What's the meta? Link Joker.
Premium. There's a guy running Chaos Breaker.
I keep hearing Chaos Breaker.
Chaos Breaker. It's so stupid.
Okay, somebody explain it to me. Okay, I wasn't around for those dark times.
Here you go. This is Chaos Breaker. You know what original Lock did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Chaos Breaker does that, but it takes it from your opponent's hand and then they lock it down on their field.
Oh.
So your only run around to not getting your units locked was by not playing them. But now it doesn't matter because they'll just pull the cards from your hand and then lock them. And you can't do anything with a full locked board. Okay, maybe I guess I'll call one rear guard. But if you call a rear guard, that can get locked now too. So you're just kind of like swinging with your Vanguard and hoping that something works. And it doesn't because they've got Perfect Guard because Chaos Breaker, when something's unlocked, you can, I think it's Counterblast 1 and draw a card. And you retire the unit locked. So it's
my deck.
It's too much. It's awful.
That sounds like my deck.
Oh.
But if I do play Premium, I'll be playing Victor.
Yeah, Victor.
Nova Grabblers is one of my top 3 favorite points.
Victor is so good. So good. And it's less oppressive, I think. More attacks early on, sure, and, G-flipping and whatnot, but I can at least play cards. I can play the game. That's nice. So...
No, Cole, you're not allowed to play the game.
I know.
I asked again. How did anybody have fun during the G era? How did you guys manage?
It's because there were a few other options, and at the end, everything was good. So, almost everything was good. Well, I know. OTT got better with each Kishima. So, yeah, pretty much everything at the end was good and somewhat playable. No one laughed at you when you pulled up Ghidorah in Mega Colony like they used to before Ghidorah. So that was nice, but that was also when I wasn't as competitive in Vanguard. I just had my Night Rose and that's about it. And then I got my Dark Regulars and then Amaruta, and then I got my DP.
Oh, I heard about that in the G era. Oh
Bravest Victor.
Yes, dude. I was like, are you kidding me? You can do that?
It gets even cooler in Premium now because you got the new. Grade 3 from My Glorious Justice, where I think you rest him, Counterblast 1, give your Vanguard an extra drive check and 10,000 power. 10,000 power doesn't matter, so that extra drive check. Because you can use Bravest Peak, and then Bravest Peak's first swing has 5 drive checks, and then you restand, lose 4 drive checks, but you still have another drive check. So it's really good, and I love it. Plus your numbers get over 1,000 or 100,000 so easily. It's so good.
I can't wait.
He's got a gift. He's got a gift. It's so good.
Force 2 was a thing.
Yeah.
So BT's going to be even more annoying.
Of course.
I said if I don't take Kagero, I'm gonna take all 3 decks. I'm gonna take Kagero, BT, and Novas. Mm-hmm. But after the event, I'm selling BT.
Yeah.
Because there'll be no point. Because I won't be playing BT after the next set.
Plus, I think if what I remember from hearing other people talk about it, in Japan right now, Bermuda Triangle is not showing up as often.
Because Novas is so good. The
best card in the format.
Yeah.
The best card in the format. I'll say this to the day I die. Right now, the best card when the Heroic Evolution comes out, 4 Nova Grappler, It's Kick Typhoon.
Yeah.
And that card is and I heard really, really strong things about it in the premium.
The heroes.
But Kick Typhoon, that's why that deck is so good. Just that card alone. And then we have XL2. It's even worse.
Yeah. I heard some debates about what's with SL2. You get the draw power, but you also want to hit numbers.
Kick Typhoon.
I'm just saying.
You have.
That's all I'm saying.
You have.
That and Aqua Force.
Aqua Force doesn't need. Can't use XL2.
No, they can't.
They can't.
They can't.
No.
That's
because look. Check this out. 29 is so much different than 24.
I know.
Yeah.
There's so much. That's a trigger.
That's
the argument.
That's a 15k or 15k guard from like a crit versus a 20k from a heal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You already guard with one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because of Glory Maelstrom. Yeah.
So you can't play XL2. You can't play XL2.
I'm getting all three of those, and I'm so excited.
He got Agro Force. I got my deep.
Yeah, and I get Grand Blue.
That's why I'm doing Grand Blue because I was like, okay.
Yeah, I mean,
A baskets. I like it.
Yeah. Yep. Man, it kills me because people are so upset about Grand Blue in Standard after this set because they've been play testing, so they say, and they're so overly critical. And I feel like the deck wasn't terrible to begin with; it just got outvalued because everything after that started to get like a serious power creep.
Mm-hmm.
So like. I could still win with Grand Blue because basket, and draw, yeah. I can still do stuff.
Yeah.
I just my cards don't do what the newer cards do, and now they do, and they will. Especially with Greed Shade, the Stormride Ghost Ship, and Cocytus. I think those three cards specifically are going to take the deck for a very long time. Mm-hmm. So I'm excited to actually like start playing Theory Craft.
And that's what I'm really excited for too, because all these new sets, when they get all this support, every deck is viable.
Yeah,
and that's what we need in Standard.
Because I want Standard right now. I know we were going to be playing for like 3 months again.
3, 4.
I want it to be more diverse. I don't want a top 8 with 7 BTs.
Yes.
One OTT. I want more.
If I wasn't so top 8 crazy, or top 16 at least crazy, I wasn't gonna play BT. I was gonna play Novus. But I wanted that invite so bad. I think that's why the thing.
Yeah.
Because I wanted it that bad.
But
Actually, I felt bad for some of the players I fought against. The first 2 rounds, 2-0, straight destroyed them. Like the rounds didn't even last 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Like I was like, okay, grade 2 rush, grade 3 rush. How many cards in hand? How many cards in hand?
I want more of that. I want to see an Artemis deck top 8. This is all I want. It's just Artemis is like. She's so fun.
We should be getting next week the product release schedule. Mm-hmm. So there's like 6 clans that we haven't seen any information on, like for their Wave 2 support. So I'm assuming that's coming in. Yeah,
because after the aerial steed is the Phantasmal steed, which has Pale Moon, Shadows,
AL4 version 3.
Yes, yeah. So it's about to be crazy.
And then we already got stuff for the Mega Colony, Tachikaze,
and Spike Brothers.
Yeah,
the Raging
received
Battle.
my Mega Colony deck today.
And Tachi's.
I'm about to play it because.
Yeah,
we weren't around when Tachi's first came, but I heard that they were busted when they first came in.
I think it's still pretty good.
Only need because I can never be. I don't know why I cannot beat Tachi's, but for all I heard is that they need 2 cards in Tachi's, and then
I could definitely see it, but it needs to be more consistent.
That's exactly what they're like. Because there's like 4 cards that does this, 4 cards that does this, and 4 cards that does this.
Yeah.
And if you don't get all those 4 cards in the right order, you just break. If you don't get that VR.
Yep. Oh yeah, if you're not on that VR, there's no point.
Yeah. That one when I fought on local first name Alex, one of the Alexes. Not Bottoms.
Yeah, no, it was Bottoms.
Bottoms
played
Yeah, he played Tachi, and he was just on Death Rex. Like the entire game. I was just looked at him.
Because he's
32.
I'm
playing Nubatama? Discard a card.
Because what that Tiger Reds does is you know, he's a constant 32. Like, he doesn't need a booster. He's 32 because his effect is gauge. Gauge what, up to 3 or something like that.
Oh man, I don't remember.
Something like that. And
that's one deck that I've always wanted, but I just haven't.
I know I want it.
So my son for 75.
But it's not completed. I think it's missing a Tiger Race. There's no point. I want to place that.
I can ask him.
But yeah.
There's that coming out.
Spike Brothers.
Spike Brothers are decent.
They're still good.
They're still good. And when Force 2 comes out,
they're even better if Force 2 comes out.
Yeah. So many. I love
the
Force 2 and Force 1, like the split. Or I mean, sorry, Gift 1 and Gift 2. That is how you change up how a deck plays by just changing one card effectively.
Literally,
yeah, exactly.
Literally.
Yeah. So
and like a lot of oh man.
I feel like Mega with this deck is gonna be good with Protect 2.
I think so.
Because more power.
I never understood why Mega Colony was Protect to begin with.
Yeah,
so,
they're playing like a Force deck.
Yeah.
From what I'm reading, I was like.
Yeah, I don't understand. So, the Protect 2 would be great. Or no, yeah, Protect 2 would be great.
Plus 5 power. You get to drop with that one too.
No.
Or just 5.
No, it's 5
on
both players' turns, and they stack.
Yeah.
So
like Dark Irregulars.
I tried to make that work. I tried. Like, I built it specifically so I could abuse intercepts from the back row. So I couldn't be like Narukami or anything easily, at least. Because there's like this succubus that can it gets boost or gets intercept and
the grade 1.
I think it's a grade 2. I think.
Yeah, it's a grade 2. It gets intercept and it gets boost and can intercept from the back row.
Yes, that's what it was.
And so
I think so, something like that. But
Succubus of Love Smile.
Oh, he's.
I also have an encyclopedic knowledge of cards and standard.
But yeah, so I did that, and then also I had that grade 2, which when it intercepts, it gets plus 10 or whatever. I tried that. They worked fine. The rest of the deck didn't. Yeah, because she has to have one in the soul. So I wasn't doing Dantarian because, or it wasn't a high count of Dantarian because I wanted to focus on Demon Eater. Because
Demon Eater is such a.
It's more of a defensive build, and then you can swing in with your attacks and whatnot. So that's why I did it, and it didn't work very well. It was a really cool idea, but there's something missing from Dark Regulars.
No, I know.
Killing me.
I know. And so when that set comes out, when they start releasing it, when they release a VR, when they release a triple R, even a rare, like literally anything. And I think DI is one of those clans that needs the most support. Like
I think it's Genesis.
No.
Artemis.
You don't understand.
Artemis only got 3 cards.
You don't understand.
It was only 3 cards.
DI needs support bad.
I think I would agree with
Artemis can kind of work with generic stuff.
Yeah, Artemis can work. She can work, but like even Himiko is so high to roll.
Yeah, especially.
Let's see if I put crit in the. It's a draw.
But that's what these 2 decks are. That's what these. Ironically enough, that's what these 2 Protect decks are. High roll.
Yeah.
If you get NOK, that's good. You win. But I mean, you have to do that before you grade 3.
NOK with that new grade 2 promo. Because NOK says you can rewrite anything. You don't have to go back and do another grade 3. You just generally do because you get another gift. But if you go into that grade 2, who gets the power on both players' turns for every card in your soul, well, then there's something a little spicy there. Yeah, not too bad.
But as getting to that 13, you have to play. That means you have to build a deck around NOK in the promo. That's the problem.
If we get the promo in the States. I don't think we will.
We won't. See that BT promo?
With the melody?
The grade 2 melody. That's not good. I don't think it's good.
It probably isn't either, because you want your grade 3s.
You want your grade
3s.
And if your Sonata hits that grade 2.
It's the way the counters are going on. That's an additional resource that you get.
The deck doesn't have room, I don't think.
I figure she would be good if you're missing an essential grade 3. Because I feel like if you don't have the full melody board and you just have Sierra or some other BT lady, it's like, oh, well, I don't have full value. At least Live in Utopia Luca gives you the ability to be like, okay, she's a grade 2. Her only thing is melody, but at least I'm not like
Stuck on the stage.
Yeah.
stuck with like
A stanza.
yeah.
Exactly.
And it's like, if
That's
need
why I see the
be,
benefit
Sonata,
of it.
I need you to do your thing. Find me another chick. Oh, just more Luca? That's
So
fine.
Sonata would work. She would find that
grade two.
grade two. So
But
that's
my only problem is there's no room for another grade 2.
because you have to have the.
Well, at least for my build, it's
Yeah.
4-4.
Yeah, you
4
need-
4 Sonata, 4 Cargo, 4 Fina because of the ruling change. And 2 Serena, 1 Cannon. That's my grade. So maybe you could take a Serena and Cannon out and maybe put 2 of them in, but 8 grade 2, and
Yeah.
that never break. Like that's because you're cycling.
Yeah.
You're just
Oh yeah,
cycling
yeah.
through your deck.
I
Yeah.
think maybe drop down a mini and maybe a like lethalette. But then again, I
wouldn't.
but then again, I refuse to touch Bermuda because it's evil.
It is evil, but
I hate Lowry's. I'm playing BT.
that's the same thing. Flan, who I was telling you about, he hates Bermuda, but he hates the theme of it, but he loves the way that the deck plays.
I hate both.
I mean,
The
girls
only
like-
card I like is Fina because of the whole
The
the
rule
story.
change. Well, I don't think we actually went over on the podcast, but we can go over it because I'm recording another one directly after this with Will. Because we're a week behind, so we need 2 podcasts this week. So this worked out well. But like the ruling changes, Melody is active on the field. Period.
I saw that.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah.
let's
So
just
during-
slap Fina down in the Guardian
That's
Circle.
exactly what people were so confused. People were like, "What are you doing?" I did vent. I'm like, I'm about to get a 30k shield because I have 2 feet in the back row. Here's a 30k shield because I'm dropping the feet in the Guardian Circle plus 30 intercept. Caro, boom! I blocked your attack
I see how it
For
is.
like
but
2
you-
cards.
for 2 cards.
I see how it is. You can support Bermuda Triangle, but you mess up my boy Arcsaver. That's cold.
That's true. That's what she wrote. That ruling changed.
Mmm.
That ruling changed her.
Mmm.
Because our savior is a good card,
It is.
but now it's not.
And then now it's not. It has occasional uses, but not nearly what it could have
Like
been.
what
And
it
that could have really helped with the blaster deck in general. But
But yeah, because it's like they did that, and then Angel Feather can still hop off. Angel Feather Baker,
They
but
should never get support.
No, they'll get
That should
support.
be the
They'll
only.
get-
well, wait,
get
no, I
support.
need them to get support so I can sell it. I'm waiting on that.
If,
I haven't
if
touched
their
my Angel
second
Feather
wave is
deck.
weaker than what their first wave was, then I could see them getting more support.
Ugh.
That's all we can ask for, because right now, ever since Miracle Collection, it's like, oh, you like to deal damage? You like to swing Force 2 all the time?
you like to be aggressive.
You like dealing damage? Don't worry. I'll just see this 5. I'll just bring it back down to 2. And you
Yeah.
cry and like negate all your hard
worry.
work. Just cry in the cup for
Oh,
me.
by the way, Swivel Hospital.
Like a drinker.
Yes, hospital. No sentinels, and I'm swinging for 50,000 power. Good luck.
Yeah. Oh, 55 now because
55.
Protect 2.
Oh yeah.
We wouldn't.
No, I don't.
I know.
It was like-
We never even
Almost
know
flew
that.
up. Because you have Amati and Rachel or whatever her name is.
Ragwell?
Right, that one.
Yeah.
That can play from the drop zone. So you definitely want discarding cards.
Is
Is
that the purple chick?
It's a double R. I don't
Double
remember.
R grade
Yeah.
2.
She had the blonde
one
hair
with
chick.
the-
Yeah, yeah.
But
She looks like Injection Fairy Lily, just
Yeah.
got her hair changed.
but literally, it like you're strong in every single one of your zones, and it's so that's why Angel Feathers is. I still think, a lot of these decks are really good still. OTT, Neo Nectar, solid.
Neo Nectar.
They don't even need support right now. We got we got the promo.
Yeah.
Force
Just swing for
2.
bigger numbers now.
No, you don't need bigger numbers. You
That's
got
what it
bigger
is now.
numbers. You
That's what it
got
is.
you got numbers.
But the way I look at that, Vanguard says now it's bigger numbers.
Well, Neo
Bigger numbers are
wants,
correct.
Neo Nectar wants you to.
Not everything has like a
Pressure.
waterfall. I like a waterfall.
Neo Nectar wants you to pressure. Force 2 strong. Force. I think Neo Nectar with Force 2 is good.
Oh yeah, definitely. Anything that can just crank out numbers
Crank out
on
numbers.
its own.
DP,
It's like
Force 2.
it's like Force 1. What's that noise?
Yeah.
I only fly Force 2, thank you.
DP with Force 2. I cannot wait.
Nice.
Ah.
Think about Kagero.
I want you to scream and shout me. Scream and shout me. The best card in the format right now. No, Scarlet Bird's the best. I'm so mad when I found out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
I really thought it was staying up to 2, not all your units. So I'm over here misplaying.
For the people at home, Scarlet Bird is Soul Blast 1, stand all of your units.
And if you stand 2 or more, and you have a Beast Deity, White Tiger in your soul, draw a card.
Correct.
I thought it said stand 2 units.
This is why you read the card.
Read me
We
so
can't read.
hard.
You can't read.
I can't. I'm a middle-aged black man. I cannot read. I cannot read.
I'm blind and I can't read, so I need the braille on my card.
Misprint. It's over on the misprint.
Oh, God.
But, yeah, but like a lot of these, like you said earlier, these imaginary gifts changed everything.
Yeah, exactly.
We have options, which we need in the standard.
We definitely did.
We need the options.
So I want that diversity.
I like diversity. I
Brothers.
like having the option to go, oh, you know what I need in Novas? I need to sell one.
And
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that option.
And especially because you can swap, like in between games. You're not like stuck on it. Granted, I think it'd be better if you could pick one or the other, but I understand how you have to pick. You can alternate between them in the same game is what I meant. But instead you have to pick one
Wait,
or
you
the
can?
other.
I thought it said you couldn't.
You could not.
You could
I'm
not.
sorry.
Oh.
I'm misspeaking all over the place.
See, misprint.
Yeah.
don't worry, you'll have a workaround to that. Her name is Ineska. She just wants to give you everything, and you can deal with it.
See,
Yeah, with that,
that's
you
the funny
You
thing.
had to pick one of it though.
No.
You pick.
So
You can pick.
So for Force, you're locked in, but for Protect and for Excel, you got a choice.
You have
Okay. That's what I
But
thought.
if you ride her again, whatever you pick for Force and Excel, Protect and Excel, you're stuck with those.
Okay, that's what I was about to say. You can pick those? That's what I thought. I was like, what?
You have
That's
options.
stupid.
Don't worry, Bushy Road will patch that out.
Okay, you're right.
In
You're
wave
right.
2.
Like, you only do Force 1 if you do Force 1.
Yeah.
You need to do Force 1.
No. They'll be like, okay, Angel Feather, we heard your complaints. You get this one special promo. You get Imaginary Gift Protect 1 and 2. You're welcome.
But we needed Angel Feather. We needed that promo. That promo was good. That
The
promo was
Incise Angel?
good. Yeah.
Well, how does that work? Because I'm not
I
understanding.
can't remember her effect, but
It's
all
all
like switch.
she switches it, but all that it comes down to is she just switches what's face up, and you can play it from wherever. Because all of Angel Feather, other restrictions are always from hand, and you have ways to call stuff from the drop zone from the.
Which is a problem I have with the deck.
Yeah.
Especially in the beginning of the day.
So I can see that, but
yeah, but like, let's say you needed to counterblast there too. I mean, you never win.
right,
But
yeah,
if you did, you can flip it back up.
that's true.
Like, well, let's say the first 3 damage they hit you is Zero Shield and you're on grade 1. You know?
Right.
What
So
I want to
you
see
need
in
it-
the
you
Feather
need it.
Amazon is their triggers. That is all I want to see.
They can still swap it out. Just
That's exactly
But they
why
still
it's.
They got to use up those resources to swap them out, and then what are they going to do? Call a trigger to boost?
Yeah.
5K boost, right? Great.
There's no killing that deck. Like, you can, just hope everything of theirs ends up in the damage zone. It's like, oh, that's cute. I have a way to grab it.
Right.
from
Oh,
there.
the
Grab, bounce,
Zero Shield in my
switch,
hand?
swap.
Yeah, you gonna see baby girl in
It's like,
the
oh, I was looking for her. Thank you, my dude.
Right.
Literally.
My guy. Thank you for that kind of blast.
At the ARG, when I was fought that Angel Feather, like I said, this is my first ARG. I literally played the game a week ago. And I'm like, okay, I went on Reddit. I was like, how do you beat every deck? And they're like, okay, Rush. And I saw Zero Shield in their damage zone. And I was like, oh, cool. I got their Pulse Monster out.
Nope.
She like, he was so happy. He said, you know what? When a card player gets super happy, they start shuffling really fast.
I can do this, I can do this, I can do
My
this.
hand, they're like, okay, I'm gonna swing here, damage check. There's your.
I'm on it.
Next, sir, you done? That's my one attack.
Effects.
I'll rewrite once, I'll rewrite again, I'll swap it now, I'll rewrite again.
The 3 protect markers?
I
I
ain't
don't know
got
what
8
this is.
protects against yourself. I have 20 cards.
But this is every Angel Feather. Swing hospital?
That's the best.
How many cards in your hand?
That's the best.
You got those heal triggers?
Oh, you wasted all those hits the last turn. on my 27 Metatron.
So I want you to know, this is how noobish I am. I was playing against Adam, which we all know is a sadist when it comes to Angel Feather. He had the hospital. I managed to guard it somehow. I killed it off with Blaster Blade. I'm like, okay, it's out of my life. Do you know my dumb self forgot that Angel Feather has ways to like Grand Blue cards from the drop zone?
Yeah.
He was like, skill, hospital, call. I'm like,
Reride with Rockyo.
Yep, Soul Blast 2, Metatron.
I was like,
He's got some dirty tricks for Angel Feather too.
he does. He's
It's
sadistic. It's like, I don't want to play. I want to cry. It's like, can I do dark humor?
Yeah.
Can I just slit my wrist and end this, please?
Okay.
End my
Maybe not
suffering.
that
End my suffering.
But they would just heal it. It's okay.
Before or after they punch me in the face? He
He
fell down the stairs. Don't worry, he's got our health care.
But he's
time-
down the stairs in the hospital.
Every time someone gets to 6 damage, they heal you.
Right, it's okay. We can still play.
We'll keep going.
We'll keep going. I'll use my effect for you.
Right.
Just give me counter blast.
Let me just do the damage.
As long as I can put my damage on it, I would do that.
Right. Can I use your damage on?
If you're Ghidorah, yeah.
Right. Oh,
All right. So we've been recording for like an hour. I think that's pretty good. This is a great discussion. Thank you all for being here.
Yeah.
So usually we'll wrap it up with if you guys want to be reached, and I got like a whole itinerary that I have to go through, but I don't have it up, so we're just gonna wing it. I know that Zach Boyd does the intro, so thank you for that. And also Jeremy Woods does our beautiful outro, a rocking outro actually. And Twitter's, that's the thing. I really should have put. Wait, I have it. I was working on it. Here we go. Be professional. All right. Hey, we have an iTunes podcast, which is probably where you're listening to this. If you haven't given us a review yet already, please do so. It helps out a lot. We were new and notable on iTunes for like the first 2 years, and they recently took that away from us. It's unfortunate.
Oh, man.
And I did the Zach Boydis and the Jeremy Woods thing. Oh, Patreon as well. We have a Patreon. It's patreon.com/drivecheck. And if you donate any amount of money for that, I will add you, or I guess Patreon will add you to our Discord channel as well. We get to talk to all of our other listeners and patrons and a lot of people from my shop as well. You're not in it yet, are you?
No, I keep asking you guys to add me. Everybody forgets.
I've put it in the group so many times. I'll add all y'all later. I've done it before. Okay, whatever. Yeah. So, and if you donate the $5 a month, I will ship out some of the custom-made gift markers that we've made, and when I make more. And the the gift twos, I'll ship those out to everybody who's already got them as well. So you'll get those in the mail eventually, since I get free time to make them. And yes, we have a Gmail, or I guess an email. It's drivecheckpodcast@gmail.com. So send us any questions and whatnot. If you want any of them answered, if you have a question about, or I guess any topics you want to talk about, or any questions, there we go. I don't usually do the closing. I'm not very good at this. I do the last line, and that's it. We're also on Twitter, drive_check, and I am at Cole_McCune, COLE_MCCUNE. Jojo, do you want to be reached by the peoples?
Sure. I like to do art, so if y'all like cartoons, I've been trying to post. So on Twitter, you can find me under World of Comics at JordanTB94. And I also have a Tumblr, which is also just World of Comics. So if anybody's left on the landscape that used to be Tumblr, check it out.
I have a MySpace.
Boy, you old.
You know me.
Have an AOL.
The AOL.
I got Roadrunner fam.
Oh my god. You can find me on LimeWire.
GeoCity page.
Just page me.
Just download this virus real quick. You'll find me on there.
All right, Jalen, where do you want to be reached if you want to be reached?
I'm also an artist. but I need to post more frequently. But if you guys want to add me on Instagram to see just a little bit of more of my work, you can find me at Carry by Dreams. I also have a YouTube channel, but I also need to work on that as well.
Oh yeah,
we also called Carry by Dreams. If you want to chat on Discord, you can. You can add me on Dragon Gasai.
At me, bro.
At me. Number 5057. And I also need to work on my Twitter. So later on down the road, I'll let you guys know about that.
For all you cool people, you can follow me on Twitter at world_of_JC. You can also find me on Snapchat, pretty much the same thing, World of JC, and my Instagram.
Snapchat.
Find me on Tinder.
Find me on, swipe left when you find me.
Find me on Grindr, please.
Double tap and swipe.
You can follow me on Instagram too. It's at chosen1 with a Z 45.
Okay. I also forgot to mention we had a YouTube, which
Oh,
I
forgot to mention I'm a
Are you gonna load this on
filmmaker. I'm a filmmaker.
I'm gonna load these on YouTube, my dude. I'm a fan, and I've been like waiting. It's like, what happened?
Oh yeah, no.
Help.
So, I need to for sure. The plan is to upload these going forward with just like, because I used to like make a custom image for each episode. That takes too dang long.
Mm-hmm.
So what we can start doing is we can start bringing our camera equipment and we can start.
And I'm a graphic designer, so we can
Yeah.
And I'll draw you stuff, and I'm sorry it's taking me so long to do that.
Yeah, I'm trying to pay you, and you're just taking too long.
Come to me with the price. We can do this on live World Wide Web,
And on that bombshell, we're going to take it out. Thank you for listening to this week's episode of the podcast. Oh, wait, sorry, of the Drive Check podcast. There we go. And at the end, I usually read like a random flavor text. So for this one, it's all right. I'll read it, and then you guys have to guess. There is no escape from my toxic claw. At least having a Grim Reaper lead the way would be good. Any takers?
It sounds like something from Shadow Paladin.
Do you want me to read it, say it? Because I'm looking at the screen.
It's a Mon's follower, Cruel Hand, which is the crit trigger for Dark Regulars.
I was going to say Grand Reaper. But I say Grand Reaper.
So I've hit random, and it was the new Obadiah strike. What? I don't know if you've ever like saw that the text for that. It is weird. Let's see if I can go back. All right, here I'm gonna spell it out. WE tilde NE tilde comma WI tilde DI tilde comma WI tilde KI tilde exclamation point.
What?
So it's weenie, weedy, weaky. I don't get it. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you're a clan. Figure it out.
I know.
You're supposed to speak ghost, Cole.
It's so disappointing. Like his other one is so much better. But this one's just like, I don't get it. Oh, anyway, we're done.
Follow us on Vine, guys.